What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the channel. I really appreciate you guys being here. What I want to do in this video, I want to show you our home gym and show you what we're working with. So let's go on the tour. Get this light on. So yeah, speaking of lights, we're going to start with the lights. This is kind of an upgrade we did when we moved into it. It's a standard 2-car garage. And what we did is we got an electrician to come out and put in these can lights. I think they were about like 80 bucks a piece. So it's pretty expensive, but it's huge because we tend to train at all hours, you know, first thing in the morning, late at night. So if it's dark in here, having these lights on a dimmer, we can adjust it accordingly to whether we're doing yoga or if we need to wake up, we can turn it up, you know, full brightness, and it's actually really nice. And they're working next door. All right, come on now. So I got the wife on the camera helping me out. That's Mama Bear. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of cover everything, show you everything that we got. What we'll do is we'll do our best to put it in the links in the description. So some of the links are gonna be to support the channel, obviously like Amazon links and stuff, and then other links may not support the channel, but the whole premise behind putting the links in is just to kind of give you a reference, you know, to do your own research and kind of give you a guide on kind of what we have, and you can get it for yourself in your home gym. So let's kind of start with, we'll kind of start over here and then we'll work our way around. So first thing we got here is these little fast track, little hook thingy majingers. I'll put the link in the description for this, but pretty much these are huge because this allows you to keep things off the floor and get them on the wall so you have your floor space. So yeah, you just kind of cut these accordingly, measure them, you know, you can put them into the studs, and then they come with all different attachments. So obviously this one has a basket you can take on and off, and these things maneuver simply. So I'll kind of show you that with some other stuff. But yeah, we just kind of put our shoes, you know, our chalk, our headphones, and all the other stuff over there. So moving on, we'll start up here. So same thing here. Lowe's is kind of like our family favorite place. You know, we get it from her dad, my father-in-law. He's big on Lowe's, so he kind of gamed us on, you know, this fast track and this thing to kind of keep, you know, all our equipment off the ground, and especially like our mats here. Roll them up nicely, put them up, so whenever we need them, we just put them down and we're ready to go. Coming down, so I'm just gonna cover all the mirrors. Mirrors are expensive. We did a lot of research on mirrors, and they were a pretty penny to get nice mirrors in here. So what we did is, over the years, we just kind of accumulated what we could. So a lot of these mirrors came from, you know, OfferUp, people's bathrooms. These are all like bathroom mirrors, which is clutch. They're super heavy, but nice and strong. So what we did is, my father-in-law did like 99% of the work, but we just framed them out. So like this one isn't fully painted, but we just kept this one raw. And if you look over here, some of them are painted this gray, and we kind of stressed it out to make it nice, kind of make it unique. And the whole concept behind this was to kind of get all of our wood attachments kind of this color to kind of make it, you know, super nice in the gym. So it's a nice little touch, and just a little key pointer. Don't go and spend, you know, excess amount of money on mirrors. You know, go on OfferUp. People are, you know, selling mirrors and giving away mirrors all the time. So look for it. You know, you can do your own framing. Go to Lowe's, get your own wood, do your own framing, and make your own nice mirrors. All right, let's come back over here. All right, so this is a dumbbell rack. This is these dumbbells been through a lot. So there's a lot of history behind this dumbbell rack. My wife has been huge in finding us, you know, bargains and deals on everything. So we were getting ready to spend thousands of dollars on like a complete rack, just like this, up to like 60 pounds. And she ended up finding one on OfferUp when we lived in Arizona. And we ended up getting this for what, Mama? Like
250.
Yeah, like 250 less with the rack and everything. So that's what you guys got to do. Obviously, look for what you want and then shop around. You might find someone that's kind of looking to get rid of stuff. So yeah, we were blessed with this, and we got this, and yeah, this is kind of what I'm working with right now. And the goal is just to keep getting more, you know, the 70s, 80s, 90s, and keep going up. But this is what we got for now. So as we work our way over here, obviously this garage came with the water heater right here. But what we utilize this for is, you know, we have our ankle weights here. We do a lot of like suspension training with like abs, putting some weight on our legs. A green screen for some filming, just some extra accessories that we kind of just store that we're not currently using at the moment. My wife, Caitlin, we call her Bear. She don't like the fact that I put the deep freezer out here, but I kind of liked it out here. It was a nice touch, and this is kind of where I put, ice packs for recovery, or, God forbid an injury happens. Ice packs, all your frozen meats and all that stuff. This Theragun, my wife is a nurse, so she ended up getting a pretty sweet deal on this thing. She got a nice discount off the Theragun. So this comes in handy, especially like, those long weeks where you're super sore and, the wife or the husband doesn't feel like giving you a massage. Theragun is huge, or any other massage gun, whatever you like, you just try it out. So we ended up getting this, I think this year? Yeah, we got it this year. So, piece by piece, we're just kind of building up our little arsenal. Coming up here, same thing. You have, you can always, adjust that. So same thing, you have, the same thing, your Fast Track. See how it has the different hooks, and they come on and off very easily. You place them wherever you want. They can slide for you. This thing's clutch. If you guys are looking to get your stuff off the ground and make it look nice and uniform, that's the way to go. And shop around and see if there's any, deals out there, whether it's, a generic brand or whatever the case is. This thing here, I can take it down just to show you. Hey, there's no sponsorships here at all. No sponsorship. This is just genuine stuff that we use. So my wife ended up getting this for Christmas. Yeah. She asked for Christmas. It's a booty sprout. This thing's actually legit. Like, you get on there, you got these resistive bands, kind of how you do barbell hip thrusts. You just get on there, you can be casually watching TV and just getting after it. This thing's really clutch. Put that to the side for now. And then I'll just take this down and we'll talk about the rest while it's hanging. So yeah, I used to play football back in college at Sacramento State, even through high school. So I started training, lifting weights in the 9th grade and carried that on. And sleds was one of like our staples, playing in high school and college. And I had to get them for myself and for my clients. So we ended up getting like a speed sled here. Obviously you could throw on some weights here, throw on different type of weights, and really get after it. Make sure this ain't messing up. All right, and then we got a prowler or a push sled, however you want to call it, with the attachment rods here. Obviously, you put the attachments on, driving out. I'll put the links into all these too. We got these from Dick's. We ended up getting them from Dick's. Yeah, they had a nice little deal going at the time, so we ended up picking up both of them. Kettlebells. I can't, Mama, you remember where we got those? Yeah, I don't remember where I got these from, but I mean, you can get all this stuff from Amazon and stuff. The med ball, yep, and kettlebells, whatever. These are straps for the sled, so you can throw them over your shoulders. You can pull them, do all types of different things with these things. We got good workouts that we're going to be posting here on the channel, to kind of show you stuff. A long foam roller, 2 smaller foam rollers. This is one of my favorite ones, the ones that kind of got like the ridges in it. Not too many though. Jump ropes, get your nice little cardio in. We got all different styles. We got weighted, different weights, different lengths. So I know most of you have heard of TRX, TRX bands. These are just the Amazon version of it, I think. Yeah, so got it for a steal. So that's kind of what we use. Same thing, same thing here, recovery stuff, just nice little rollout. We got this here, get some nice form work in. This thing is clutch, especially like I used to coach softball. The girls used to be burning up using this. Uh-oh, we'll fix that later. Same thing, everything right here I got as like, clamps, grip stuff. Trying to keep things together. So like if I need something, if I know if I'm training a specific client or even myself or my wife, we know kind of where things are. We got some bands for some hip work here. All Amazon stuff. Pricing and stuff, I'll do my best to kind of, in the link in the description, kind of show you what the prices are working with. Same thing, some stuff from some push-ups, some L-sit stuff. Tire strikes. Speaking of tire strikes, remind me to show them the outside stuff. So yeah, so we got the sledgehammer. We obviously use it for actual work around the house. But we use this for, tire strikes and stuff. This came in huge with my firefighter clients that came to train. Because this is kind of what we use for, we call it the CPAT. It's a test, physical test that you need to pass to become a firefighter. So this is huge. Great training here. Rollouts. Honestly, the rollouts And some of the bands is literally how we started our gym. Literally, that's what we started with. And then we just slowly started building, you know, every year. So the rollouts are huge. Yeah, and they're working next door. Sorry about that. We got some suspension, little arm straps here. So you get on your pull-up bar or wherever. Instead of just holding your weight with your arms, you can actually focus on utilizing your core. So, you know, you kind of hang in there and they kind of just rest right under it. These are clutch. I would definitely get these if you're looking into doing some like suspension training with like core and ab work. These are more bands for the booty sprout. These are straps for the sleds, all different types of stuff. We do, you know, pushing, you know, dragging, you know, pulling this way. We do all types of different things, and this allows us to just be unique. Obviously a bunch of clamps for our barbells, which since we're on the barbells, I can actually talk about the barbell. So with these all came with a set. So we ended up getting, we can turn around and show them. We ended up getting all these silver barbells. We got it for a steal from Dick's. At the time, I think it was like $150 for 169 or something. You got the Olympic 7-foot barbell plus 300 pounds of weights, and then it came with clips. So every time they had that, we ended up getting it. So anytime we saw a sale on that, we got them. So we got 3 sets. Just a little downside to these, as these, you can't drop these. And I've sadly had bad experience by, you know, accidentally dropping it with a nice load on it when I was deadlifting, and it ended up bending the bar. So if you end up going this route with the Dick's, you know, Olympic bar, be careful about dropping it. You know, if you're gonna drop weights, you gotta get something like this that's, you know, allows you to kind of throw it around a little bit, like cleaning, snatching, whatever you're doing. All right, let's come back over here. All right, so, you know, we got some more bands, just a bunch of different bands, you know, hip work, warm-up stuff. We call it warm-up, but it can be a workout for somebody else. But we tend to, you know, warm up with these on leg days and stuff, kind of activate the legs up. So we got a bunch of ladders. Here's just one set. We got ladders over there as well. And then a bunch of agility cones. So like I told you, athletic background. A lot of my clients were athletes, so we utilize these a lot. This thing here, this is one of our racks here. We did a lot of research on, you know, a weight tree, or trying to figure out where we're going to put, you know, all the weights that we purchase. And my wife ended up finding these. I think it's Titan Fitness, Mama, this one. So yeah, this is Titan Fitness. And the cool thing about it is you just, you know, go to Lowe's, get your a 2x6 or 2x8, 2x10, whatever you want. You literally, you know, drill it into the studs with the lags, and then you apply this, and literally it's just there. The only downside to this is I don't like that it's not, you know, off the ground, but for how much weight's on it, it kind of makes me happy that it actually has another, you know, safety measure, with it being, the load being on the ground as well as the wall. So this is clutch, and obviously we got all our different weights. These are the weights that I was telling you about, fitness gear from Dick's. These were the weights I was telling you about that comes with the Olympic bar, the clips, and then the 300 pounds worth of these. So I think you get, you get 2 of these, 2 of these, so 2 45s, 2 35s, 2 25s, 2 10s, 2 5s, and 4 2.5s, something like that. Whatever equates to 300 pounds, that's what you get. So a little bit of everything. Now we're over here. This is our pride and joy. So one of the things I'm going to talk about at the end is, and some key points, is like, you need to, when you're getting ready or you're thinking of starting your gym, you need to start with what you value, what you find important. So for my wife and I, you know, she's big into, you know, squatting, cleaning, benching and all that stuff. So we know we needed a squat rack as soon as possible so we can be versatile in our training. So these are one of the, this squat rack, it's a foldable squat rack from Titan Fitness, Mama. Yep. Titan Fitness, we ended up getting for a steal. I think the first time we bought it, it was like a closeout or something. The T3 series was going out, or I forgot what it was, but it was a steal. So we saw that it folded in. So what you can do is you can pop these off, these bars, these pull-up bars, and it folds in. So like say you want to pull in your car and stuff, just easy, boom, boom, pop it off, fold it in, and it locks in place. We kind of leave it out because we kind of just use this as our gym space. We're fine with our cars being outside, but we can pull our car in here. But yeah, find out what's important to you and get it and start building off of that. So we can talk more about that later. So yeah, obviously another mirror. This one isn't stressed. We wanted to keep this one solid just to kind of give some variety. Yeah, variety in here, excuse me. Same thing here. The squat rack is actually mounted to, I think this is a 2x8, I can't remember, 2x8 that's lagged into the studs of the wall, which is, I mean, it's amazing. If we had painted these sooner, I mean, this would just look way sharp. But you know, we ended up leaving these for the time being, and it's nice. I mean, it's sturdy. We don't worry about it moving around. I can do all types of stuff up there. We can put a load on it and not worry about it, you know, coming down on us or coming off the wall. So if you're looking to get, you know, a squat rack that allows you a little bit of versatility, whether it's space or just looks or whatever the case is, this is a great squat rack, or even a great style. You don't have to go Titan, a great style to get, because this allows you to do a couple different things with it. This bench, this is a Marcy bench. We ended up getting from Walmart, Amazon, Dick's, maybe Dick's, whatever. It's a utility bench, so obviously it allows for adjustment, so incline, decline, all that stuff. With our benches, we were considering going the flat, you know, stationary bench route, but then we were like, why not? We just pay the extra money to get something that allows us to do more. And that's kind of what you need to think about when you're paying money. It's like, okay, yeah, you may save $30, but it's like, okay, in the long run, what are you limiting yourself from? So yeah, we got this one, and then we got that Marcy bench. It's a different style. It's a skinnier one. That's my favorite. Just it allows me range-wise, you know, to bench more comfortably than this wider one here. So yeah, coming over here.
You forgot.
Oh, what'd I forget?
The rope.
Oh, excuse me. Which one? Oh, okay, excuse me. Yeah, so Bear just reminded me, I forgot about these. We just ended up getting these. Funny story behind this is my wife was impatient and ended up accidentally buying one, thinking she was gonna buy two of them. So she paid pretty decent money for a 25-pound you know, rubber plate that she can throw around a little bit, but she only bought one. So ended up correcting her. We got two of them, so now she can throw around some weight without worrying about, you know, damaging these or damaging the bar. So she has a proper bar and proper plates for that bar. So that just goes into what I'm telling you is you know, you just piece by piece. For the longest time, she wanted something she can clean and throw around, you know, if she needed to. So now she has it. And the battle rope here, this is one of our favorite pieces of equipment here. We utilize it for, you know, interval training, high intensity interval training, just in general, like especially like upper body days. You know, you still get a nice arm pump while still, you know, increasing the heart rate. That's kind of like my favorite thing personally to do on the upper body day. But even, you know, even lower body any day, you can get a battle rope workout in. Different variations, you know, whatever you enjoy. That's what we enjoy. So that's kind of one of our favorite pieces of equipment there. Moving over here, cones, just more cones. We just put these mirrors here. We just did a complete renovation of our house there. So we just redid the bathrooms. These are more bathroom mirrors. I mean, look how solid these things are. So obviously, I mean, that one's kind of hidden. That one's way bigger than this one. But the point I'm trying to make is like, you come up on mirrors like this, that's huge because you can get them for dirt cheap, or they can be in your own house. Frame them out and you got nice mirrors. I mean, look at this bad boy. This was one of our, you know, best pieces of art. And her dad was pretty proud about this one. I am too. I mean, when you're running on a treadmill, get a nice vision or whatever, it's kind of nice. But yeah, so yeah, we got extra mirrors there that we're gonna eventually frame out. This thing, so this, this little hamming machine here is it's a beast. It's big. My wife ended up buying this. She wanted one of these for the longest time, and she ended up just went on about herself and purchased it. So we ended up getting it. I love it. We use it almost every day. So I wish it was a little bit smaller because it does take up a lot of space, and kind of our thought process behind building the gym is like, hey, we want to make sure we purchase things that allows us for growth. Obviously we have a standard two-car garage, so we can only do so much, but just, you know, a little bit of thought into, you know, products that you buy can allow you to expand more, kind of what we did. I mean, obviously we started with bands and now look what we have. So now moving over here, the treadmill. So this purchase was, this purchase was a big one for us. This was what, like $1,100, Mama?
Yeah.
Couple $100 off, got a 10-year warranty. We knew we wanted something that allowed us to, you know, sprint, run, walk indoors if it was, you know, terrible weather outside, or we just didn't feel like, you know, seeing people people watching us run looking awkward and running outside. So like we got this, and we ended up purchasing, instead of getting like a $500-600 one, we ended up getting a really nice one that allowed us to you know, have better suspension for when running, so there's not high impact on our legs. You know, obviously it has a nice fan, all the different settings. We can personalize it for us two users on here. You know, it comes with the Bluetooth and all the other attachments. I know a lot of the treadmills come with a lot of this, but like this particular one was perfect for us, and we just paid a little bit of extra money for this to kind of cover all our bases and fulfill our needs. So since we're right here, obviously we talked about, we ended up upgrading the lights. As you can see, we have a side mounted garage door. When we first moved into this place, if you want to get that up there, you can see where the existing motor for the garage door was. And I mean, it was halfway down the ceiling. It was massive. I don't know how the previous owner's car didn't get scratched. So we ended up instantly moving it, knowing that we were going to be jumping in here, jump roping, and we just wanted it to feel as big as possible. So we paid $2,000?
Yeah.
Well,
plus for the new door.
Yeah, we paid about $2,000, which was nice. We got it side mounted, and then we got an insulated garage door with windows. So the reason why we wanted windows is because our first house that we had, it didn't have any windows, and honestly it was kind of miserable. We didn't have the nice lights. We just had, you know, just a garage light, and it just was miserable training. I didn't like it. So we made sure we got the lights, we made sure we got the windows so we can have natural light. We can obviously cover the windows if we want. And then insulation was huge, because obviously this isn't the garage isn't set up for, you know, hot, cool air. It's literally just a garage, and then the walls aren't insulated. So we were like, in the winters, it's extremely, extremely cold sometimes, especially when you come out here and train, you're frozen trying to train. So this will help somewhat. I mean, it's not the best, but it's better than nothing. So we paid a little bit extra money to get an insulated garage door, and that was important to us. Speaking of spending money, someone may see that and be like, dang, man, you know, you spent that on a garage door. Like, why couldn't you just keep a regular garage door? It's like, it's values. You know, we value being comfortable when we come out to train. You know, our lives revolve around, obviously, each other, our kids, and our fitness. So like the start of our days, you know, make sure the wife is taken care of, the kids are taken care of. Okay, my fitness, and then everything else. So with that being said, we want to make sure we're as comfortable as possible in our training facility. So whatever you take pride in, we don't spend money on a bunch of, you know, gadgets and gadgets and all this stuff. We just try to spend money where we see we can expand our health, our growth, and, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, this was our most recent purchase, and this was a gift for Bear. Her birthday's in November, so I surprised her with this. So for the longest time, she'd been talking about a fan bike, and I wasn't the biggest fan of a fan bike. It was like, no, why would I get a fan bike? Just go get a regular bike, you know. But doing a lot of research, I was getting ready to purchase like a $600 one. I think this one was like $699, $799, one of those. And I was doing a lot of research between the two. I think it was like Assault versus this one, and noticed that there was a lot of wobbling and a lot of noise coming from all the other bikes that were a little bit cheaper. And I looked at this one. I mean, it doesn't move, and it's quiet. I'll give you a little test. I mean, literally all you hear is a fan. This bike, I mean, this bike is sturdy, it's beautiful. I mean, it flows well. So Rogue, man, you guys did your thing on this one. I've never been a fan of paying top dollar for stuff, but this is nice, man. And I think we got it for like $100 off or something. It's kind of nice. So yeah, like I said, values, you know, you pay good money for, you know, for certain reasons. Obviously fitness is important to us, and my wife's birthday is important, so you get her nice things. All right, this bad boy, man, everybody that comes and trains for the first time, they're like, well, what is this? Where did you get this from? You know, how much did you pay for this? How much do you guys think we pay for this? Let me know down in the description what you think we pay for this Parabody. All right, so this beast is a pain to move. Let me start by saying that. If you end up going this route, we're getting a total body system or whatever like this, make sure that it's in a place that it's gonna be at for a while, because breaking this thing down and moving it is a pain in the butt. The worst part of it all is trying to put it back together. Luckily, Mama Bear's good at following directions, so she is the one that puts this thing back together, not me. But speaking of, I mean, we can do everything. I mean, you got all the different attachments, so I can do kickbacks, work on my glutes, hammies, hips. You got quad extension, you could do curls here. You know, we can press, we can do some back, make the adjustment here, just a simple adjustment. You're gonna do some ab crunches up here. We can lat pull down. We can seated row. Let me move this so I can show you. We can fly. We can do some, you know, reverse fly stuff, or as you call it, pec deck stuff. We can adjust this here, adjust the seating very easily. The leg press, it came with it for ours, but I think you would have to purchase this if you were to purchase this thing. I think this comes separately. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, you got the leg press. It goes up to 21, which I forgot what the correlated number is. But yeah, this bad boy, it's the Parabody GS4. I think it's one of their older models. But just a quick story behind that. So we were just looking for just standard gym equipment, and my wife came across this when we were in Arizona. It was in Phoenix, right, Mama? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, oh man, that thing's got to be $1,000. She goes, no, it's $500. I go, there's no way that thing's $500. I mean, it came with, I know, do your best for the lighting. It came with literally all these attachments: the bar, the rope, the single, just the T-bar, the V-bar. I mean, all these different straps, right? We ended up messaging the guy and we go, hey, is this really $500 for everything? He goes, yeah, if you come get it today. So we ended up, packing our stuff. We didn't have Caden then, did we? No, we didn't.
No, yeah, we did.
Oh, we did, okay. So I forgot what we did with our little guy, but we ended up packing our stuff, ended up going to U-Haul, got a truck, knowing that we needed to come get this. Because we did the research on this, and I think it was when we saw it was someone was selling it for $8,000 or something like that. It was a couple thousand. And if you get it new, I'm sure you're going to pay a pretty penny. But the key behind it is research. Shop around. Look at what you want and shop around. Somebody may be selling it. I mean, who knows? We may be selling it one day. No, I'm playing. But all right, so yeah, this beast is huge. So when we tend to train, we tend to do like compound movements or just even our dumbbell movements, and we'll superset with some stuff over here, which makes it really nice. We don't have those massive, cable setups to where it takes up so much space. I mean, this allows us to do a lot. So now coming over here, we have I call them yoga balls. We called them yoga balls for the longest time, but we got these little fitness balls here, allow us to do a bunch of different stuff. We got some straps here for some grip. We got can you see this, Mama? Yeah. All right, we got a belt there for some lifting. This black bag, that black bag there has some hurdles in it for some speed and agility work. Obviously, we got all these different attachments. Same thing here. You can see that the fast track is up there and it allows us to just put a bunch of different things on it to keep things off the floor and keep it nice. We got another mirror here. I don't think this one was a bathroom mirror. It's a regular mirror that we ended up buying from somebody or got it for free. I forgot. Coming over here. This was unique. My wife found this one. This is a Titan Fitness as well, right? Yeah. So just a different style of hanging weights. It's kind of like this Y or T thing, whatever you like. But the reason why we like this is because we needed a place to put all the barbells. We didn't want to just hang them on the rack all the time. So it comes with obviously 4 barbell racks, and then you can adjust your weight accordingly however you want. And the cool thing is these little ports are small enough to where you can use the old school or the small ring style dumbbells on them as well, while still using the big circle one, which is super nice. So that's our speaker that's acts stupid all the time. Here's our weight vest. It's a Run Max. I got it from Amazon. Oh, that thing's falling out. It's a 50-pound weight vest. So During my firefighter career, this is what I used a lot in my preparation and training to get onto the job, and utilize these a lot with my firefighter clients mainly, but even just my regular athletic clients, athletes, and my other clients. But yeah, that has been clutch in training. I like to use it on leg day sometimes just to distribute the load differently. So weight vests are huge. We got a couple different weight vests. We got like a Spark one, and we got this one and another one. So what we got here is our plyometric boxes. We ended up getting these from Dick's, Mama? Yeah. So we got them from Dick's. It came with the full set here, so it allows us, for, different clients' abilities, and even if my little dudes want to come out and jump around on them, they got the low one for them. So yeah, these are super nice. They come in with this, this nice little mat up top. One downfall of these, man, they're kind of sharp. So like if you miss and you catch a shin, it hurts, man. I've done it. But yeah, those are huge. We got those for Still too. I'll put those down in the description. Here goes our other rack. This is my rack. We ended up getting two, obviously for clients, but mainly for ourselves. So this is my side. That's Bear's side. So we found when we trained, when we just had one, it was difficult to keep moving weights. And usually our training back then was a lot of circuits. So it was moving. So it was hard to adjust accordingly, and it affected our time. And obviously our, we try to focus on really pushing ourselves each and every time. So it was hard to push harder when we only had one. So now we got two. So now we can really get after it when we do our circuit style training or any other training. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at with everything. I did want to talk about the tires out here. So the cool thing about this house is we have this back door here with a window, which is kind of nice. It brings in some light for filming and stuff. It's kind of nice. Our first house in Arizona, we were out in Peoria, same style, 2-car garage. Ended up having a lip right here, which was terrible, and there was no windows or a back door here. So this is nice because you come right out here, and then you have this nice little mini green belt right here. A fly just flew into the gym. That's so terrible. Yeah, this nice little mini green belt right here to where, we come do some agility work, some shuttles, and then we have those big tires down there. So remember that sledgehammer I was telling you about? That sledgehammer allows us to, simulate, tire strikes or, tire flips or whatever we want to do with those things, jumping through them, plyometric stuff. So it's super nice. And got my little dude stuff out here. So when I'm training out here, they like to be on the roller coaster, kind of mimicking me while I sprint and stuff. So yeah, this is super nice. This is where we pull out our prowlers, our sleds, our med balls when we're doing some, some aggressive, explosive movements. This is kind of where we do it at. It's kind of nice. Step right out, boom, 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 get your work in, and then go right back in and get after some weights. It's super nice. So the way we kind of designed everything is we wanted just like one flow, just everything in sync. So when we program our workouts, we do them accordingly. So obviously things are going to flow nicely to where we're not bumping into each other and we're just constantly moving. So that's kind of what you want to think about when you're setting yourself up. You want to make sure you're setting yourself up for success. Keep your gym or your room or wherever you're training to set up your own personal workout equipment or gym. Set it up to where, first of all, you get excited to go in there each and every day. It's inviting. It makes you want to go in, and that it flows for your style of training, or whether you're coaching or you're just doing it personally. You want to make sure that you're set up for success. So I want to talk to you guys real quick. So there was a few things I wanted to cover with you guys. I want to make sure I get it right here. So I got it on my phone here. Obviously, I told you in the beginning, we're going to do our best to put as many links as we can in the description. Some are going to be support the channel, some aren't. But the point of it is just to give you guys a reference and a guide to kind of show you what we have, and you can kind of adjust accordingly for what you need. But another big thing is just do your research. Find a product that you like and see if there's something, cheaper or better quality. Shop around, do your due diligence. Don't just, purchase the first thing you see. Now, if you need it instantly, then maybe, but other than that, really think about what you're doing and what you're purchasing. So another huge thing is this wasn't some sort of flex. This was to show you guys like, hey, this is kind of what we have, but it's taken us 6-7 years to get to this point. We started, obviously I showed you, we started with a few bands and the ab wheels there. And over time, we just kind of slowly started buying piece by piece by piece and kind of building based off of our needs. So that's kind of what you want to do. Perfect example is, say you're a runner and you live in a location that has terrible weather, 30% of the year. Buy a piece of equipment that allows you to train indoors to fulfill your need as a runner. Vice versa, if you train lifting weights, if it's important for you to have those my little dudes. For you to have a squat rack, then start with a squat rack. If it's important for you to have dumbbells, get some dumbbells first and start building off of that. With that being said, you know, you want to plan for expansion. One thing that we did that was bad in our old house in Arizona was we bought equipment and we were kind of almost like landlocked in a sense. We started putting things and nailing things to studs, and we were kind of stuck. So it didn't allow us to add more stuff without crowding, you know, the middle of the gym. So with this house, we ended up doing a good job of like, hey, you know, we know we want to purchase this here in the near future, so we need to plan accordingly for it. So that's what you want to think about. Plan to grow your gym. So make sure whenever you put something in your studs, you know, your squat rack or whatever the case is, make sure that you plan accordingly so you can, you know, add more stuff to your arsenal. So the biggest thing that I want to kind of stress is the importance of having a home gym when it comes to having kids. And I understand all you guys may not have kids. Some of you may not want kids, but a lot of you are going to want kids eventually or have kids. And I just want to emphasize and stress the fact that it's so important to have a place where you can continue your training progress without leaving the house, especially when you have kids. You know, packing the kids up, taking them to the gym, sending them off to daycare, then going through your workout, hoping to be able to touch the pieces of equipment that you want to touch without it being super crowded and busy. Picking your kids up, packing them in the car, coming back. It's just a lot of effort and energy and time. And I get it. I mean, I've done it for years. You know, my wife's done it for years. I understand all you guys do for years. It's kind of what we do, right? But if you have the resources to be able to set up a home gym, is too huge. There is nothing better than to wake up, roll out of bed, drink your morning coffee, take your pre-workout or whatever you do, or, you know, eat your food, and then just step into your gym room or step out into your garage gym, because it allows your kids to come out here with you. Like my boys, I teach them, hey, you know, every time I get ready, I get dressed, get ready to go to the gym. It's like, hey, you guys want to go work out? Boom, boom, boom. They know exactly where to run. They run to the gym. So not only are you instilling these values in your kids, the importance of fitness, health, and nutrition, but they're excited to do it and they're there with you. Obviously, you know, you have to be careful with your kids being in the gym playing with you, but, you know, a big thing with my kids is I've trained them like, hey, you know, when dad's working out, you know, you stay over there type thing. So like they just like to play on the treadmill, turn the treadmill on highest incline at a speed of 1, and they put their cars on there and they play. Like it's huge. I just want to stress that to you guys. Like there's so many benefits to having a home gym. You know, with all that being said, we don't necessarily have to just train here because we have a home gym. We can still go out to the gym. That's the beauty of it. But at the end of the day, you know, say we just don't want to go anywhere. Hey, we have our own gym to where we can step out and train. You know, it's just a great feeling. I think most people can contest that, you know, spent years and years going to the gym, that, you know, now has their own home gym, can say the same thing and be like, man, like there's nothing better than being able to do that. So, you know, with all that being said, man, I'm excited to, you know, share this experience and share my gym with you guys and kind of let you know and show you that, man, there's a lot of possibilities with this. It allows you to continue your training, continue to reach your goals and strive for the best. So, yeah, with all that being said, remember, stay positive, stay resilient. All right, catch you guys on the next one.